Yo, I got these minis when I was 12 years old. I used to be a scout. We all went to the Warhammer store. I saw a Death Watch poster, a codex, a book or something like that in the Warhammer store. And I just thought it was really cool. You know, black, red. I used to be a really edgy teenager. I used to be an edgy 12-year-old. So yeah, the Death Watch seemed really cool back then. And we got our free minis and an introductory magazine. In the magazine, I had no idea what they were even talking about. To the dark gods, something.
Now I actually know what the chaos gods are.
So basically, we went back to like a scout base and then we painted them. So I ended up just painting it in red, black. I have no idea what the Death Watch actually looked like. I had zero knowledge of the lore. But honestly, I think I actually did a pretty good job though. That's when I had my first game of Warhammer, basically a test game. It was like also scouts versus Khorne, and I ended up getting the first kill, and 12-year-old me was so proud. You know, the manager who was setting up the game, controlling the game, whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I got the first kill. He was like, okay. So like, he just carried. I was like, oh yeah, I got the first kill. He was like, yeah, well done. Well, yeah, you can get an achievement, the first blood. And little 12-year-old me was all proud. Earliest I remember, I used to go. I went with my dad to the Warhammer store.
Because I wanted to go check out what it was. Some mysterious store named Games Workshop. What possibly could they be selling? It was just the most mysterious, intriguing store I had seen in my life.
Honestly, it terrified me. Honestly, it was creepy. Yeah, what scared me in the Warhammer store was the Flesh Eater Court. I was like 10 when I saw it. Yeah, so the earliest I was introduced to Warhammer was like 10.
But clearly it was not the time yet, because
my dad bought like a Lord of the Rings or Hobbit set with goblins. He had to give it back because it scared me. Come on.
But this wasn't the first time something like this actually happened. When I was around 9, 10, my dad got like a golem statue, and it actually terrified me. When I was younger, I used to be terrified of dolls, basically. My dad had it by his bed in his room somewhere. It scared me so much, in fact, I literally wouldn't go anywhere near it. If it was in line of sight, I wouldn't even go near it. And my dad had to get rid of it. Shame, because it looked really goofy. So then, a few years later,
I was on a trip. Some of my friends were discussing Warhammer. I barely knew anything. All I knew was a space marine, what that was. So they told me a bit of lore. It seemed pretty cool.
And it seemed they were having a lot of fun talking about it. So it really interested me.
Also, my friend got me into Warhammer more seriously, because he was interested in it, right?
So he got me to look into the lore.
I got so into that, I started reading a lot of lore.
And the lore is sick!
I ended up buying some Warhammer. He was like, yeah, we should buy some Warhammer. And I'm the one who actually ended up buying it. He has yet to buy a set. I know you're watching. Go buy something. Anyway, this is my first Warhammer video. Expect a lot coming. I already have my paints ready. So yeah, expect some Warhammer videos. I'm just really looking forward to painting. My favorite army are the Tyranids. Just wacky little bugs. Wacky cool bugs. Yeah, so I'm just looking forward to painting them and playing the game. Back to my old miniatures, my first minis. Not only have I been diving to the lore, I've also been diving in like painting techniques, how to how to paint them well and stuff. I will paint some new minis soon, but these are the only ones I've done when I was 12. So looking back at what I know now, this was supposed to be gold. Look at these terrible seam lines. Also, a shield broke off here. There was a shield here. I didn't even get to finish these. I didn't have a lot of time to do these. I didn't actually go back and paint them more. I just left them as is.
So even though these minis are very epic, I will soon be painting even better ones. Anyway, this is how I got into Warhammer.
Boom!